What's up, YouTube? Dylan here at Dylan's Home Espresso Bar, and today we are going to be talking about the Barista Express. Not really, we're just going to be using the Barista Express. I had a lot of people who own the Breville Barista Express who saw my last video yesterday, which I will post here when I edit this video. I did a shot on the Linea Mini, and the question I was looking to answer was, does it matter when you start your timer? Meaning, do you start your timer when you see that first drop hit, or do you start that timer when you press the button? So yesterday, it was actually something that was out of my comfort zone because it's not something that I normally was used to. I normally started at first drop because that's what a lot of forums say out there now in the coffee community. Well, what I found was actually very, very surprising and intriguing that I enjoyed the shot of espresso a little bit more when starting that timer when I hit the button. So counting pre-infusion is pretty much what I found was better with the Linea Mini, with the beans that I was using. So yesterday I was using Dane's beans. It was a subscriber of mine who sent them from me. If you guys haven't followed his channel, make sure to go follow and subscribe to his channel. Very, very great guy. It's Coffee with Lofty, very knowledgeable. He has an awesome setup. Again, just a great guy to talk to. So again, shout out to Dane. Today we are going to be using the Breville Barista Express, the built-in grinder, and then we are also going to be using beans that were sent to me also by a subscriber of mine. His name is Flavio, and these are from Mexico. So really, really good. Today we are using the Nepali, which is a dark blend with tasting notes of dark chocolate and nuts. So let me go ahead and zoom in on these. I mean, these are absolutely fantastic. I did try these a little bit ago and was thoroughly impressed. So again, Flavio, if you are watching, or if you're watching this pre-recorded, thank you again for sending me these. We are going to be dialing these in today based off of starting it when we start that, push that button, and then also we are going to do it again, comparison, and we are going to see when we see first drop as well. So we're going to actually start out by starting that timer when we push the button. So counting pre-infusion. So Breville's got like a 10 or 11 second pre-infusion. So we are going to go with that. Again, here we go. We are going to get started here. We're going to do 17 grams. So here we go. We're going to dump these in the hopper. So I have no idea what setting we're going to start with. Hopefully this is good, but we are on setting number 8, so we're right in the middle. Internal, we are set at 3 internal. External, you could say, we are on setting 8. So that's a guide for you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and grind the beans. So again, we're on setting number 8. And here we go. So if you guys can get that, my wife can get a close-up. Really nice and fluffy. Just a couple clumps here and there. Give it a nice couple taps. Release. And I just like to take my finger and just kind of move the rest in there. I'm using the Crema distribution and tamping tool in one, but I am going to be tamping with my tamper. All right, so make sure, it's really important to get that nice and even tamp. And here we go. Just want to make sure to flush that out. Lock it in there. So again, this is going to be started when we start the timer. So I'm using the Akaya scale. You don't need the Akaya scale. This is a little bit extreme, a little expensive, but definitely worth it. So here we go. So kind of fast there. As you see, a lot of channeling. Can you hold this thing? So even though that shot was a bit fast, sorry for the bad camera work, there was a bit channeling, but we did hit 40 grams in 25 seconds. So definitely would say that's spot on. Besides the channeling, I noticed that it's really hard with the Barista Express. It can be done. I do it all the time, but there are a lot of times where there actually is channeling with the Barista Express, just because of the inconsistency of the pressure. If you guys haven't followed Hoon, definitely go follow Hoon's Coffee as well. He did a pressure gauge test just to see the pressure range, and it was pretty much, it came from here and it just spun straight up, and it was just all over the place. So that is one downside. So I will mix this up here and give it a taste test here. So again, cheers. Yeah, so that's really smooth shot. Not bitter or sour at all again. Definitely was in the range that we wanted. We got 40 grams. I always like to go to 40 grams. I know it's like a 1 to 2 point whatever ratio, because I know 1 to 2 ratio would be 36 grams. But I just find I get the better taste when I use the Barista Express to go to 40 grams. So a little bit past 1 to 2. But really good shot, really good cup of espresso here. Again, I am blown away by starting that timer when you hit the button, counting that pre-infusion. I just think that it brings a whole new tasting profile to the espresso. Espresso is not really my favorite thing to drink. I've gotten used to it a little bit more now that I've been drinking it a little bit more often. Especially trying to get my palate down, but that's basically more towards like pour over and AeroPress, stuff like that. But this is a really good shot of espresso, besides the channeling, but that's okay. We still hit our desired time, so I am okay with that for right now. This is a good time to show you guys a little, oh, never mind, it fell. So if your puck ever gets stuck in there, you can just put your portafilter right underneath it, press the button, and it'll pretty much pop that puck straight down. So just kind of a little tips and tricks here as we go along. Now that we just finished, obviously we made that shot, so it was counting pre-infusion. So now what we have to do, since we hit our desired dose there, what we wanted for our output, for what we inputted, we are on grind setting number 8. As you saw, it flowed pretty fast because we counted pre-infusion. Now we're going to be starting at first drop, so we're going to have to go a little bit slower of flow. So we're going to go from 8. Let's go to setting 6. So we're going to try setting 6. That should be fine enough to where it's going to put us in that range when we consider pre-infusion and then counting it once that first drop hits. So that's going to slow our flow down, and we're going to see where it brings us from there. All right, so here we go. So again, if you guys can just see that, look how fluffy that Barista Express grinder is. I mean, it is absolutely insane, especially for an all-in-one machine. You're going to hear me say that time and time again, but it's going to get old. But I'm going to tell you, it's just absolutely amazing what that grinder can do. All-in-one machine, you can get it on sale sometimes for $600. Most of the time, it's $700 now, but man, you just can't beat it. So now we're just going to go ahead and smooth that around a little bit.
David asked a good question. He said, "Hi Dylan and Brittany, did you guys pick up a Flare 58 earlier today? Any plans on reviewing it?"
But those definitely are interesting machines, and maybe in the future I might look forward to getting one. Just going to purge that machine, purge that group head. Always want to make sure to stay consistent with all of your shots.
Purge, purge.
And again, this is going to be starting it with first drop. Here we go. All right, lot better looking shot there. Little channeling, not too much.
My goodness, I've had too much caffeine. I'm shaky. Sorry guys, I apologize.
All right. So this was 41 grams in about 22 seconds. So again, not a bad shot at all. It's going to give us that good range to kind of compare the two here.
David said, appreciate your answer. Thanks for the great content always. As always.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
All right, so as you guys can see, even mixing it up, I mean, the crema just comes straight back together there.
Ooh,
so
look at the crema.
really nice looking shot. Again, cheers. We're going to go ahead and compare that one with the last shot. So this is not counting pre-infusion. This is starting on first drop. This was starting when we first started the actual push the button. So here we go. Yeah, so I mean, both shots are really good, but I just can't get enough of how pleasantly surprised I am. And yeah, I mean, I'm just shocked on how much sweeter and smooth the coffee tastes when you start the timer as soon as you push the button. It makes a world of difference. I would definitely recommend, if you are a beginner or even if you have been doing this for quite some time now and you are used to your machine, just experiment a little bit. It's always good to just mess around with new things, try different things out, because you might have been used to something for over a year or 6 months or however long you've had the machine, you'd be pleasantly surprised, and the difference that just something small like this has to do with the tasting of your shot of espresso. Now, like I said in my last video, when I compare these with the Linea Mini, it's going to be really hard to tell the difference between starting the timer with first drop or starting the time counting pre-infusion, because milk-based beverages really cover up that shot almost. So you're really going to get that same texture, same mouthfeel, as long as you are frothing that milk and you're on point with that. So in conclusion, again, with the Barista Express, counting it with pre-infusion and then starting it when you hit that first drop, definitely would say that starting it as soon as you hit that button, counting pre-infusion with your shot, definitely was a little bit smoother and a little bit sweeter. So again, if you guys have not already and you guys were like me and you always started that timer as soon as you hit first drop, get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Try it as soon as you touch that button and that pre-infusion starts to go. Make sure to try that out. Really good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below as well. I'm eager to see what method you guys have been doing, and then if you change and try the opposite method, let me know as well. Was that better, worse, or the same? So again, my name is Dylan with Dylan's Home Espresso Bar. I'm really thankful that you guys have been here and supported me throughout my journey. Thank you guys, all of you guys who have sent me things. I have absolutely been extremely blessed, because I never thought in a million years that I would have this many subscribers right now and have really nice and faithful and just amazing subscribers like you guys. Thank you so much on behalf of Dylan's Home Espresso Bar. We thank you guys. We love you guys. We can't wait to keep making more amazing content for you. And until next time, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.